Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. But today, this is a tutorial live from my hotel room in New York City, baby. I'm here with Maybelline. We've had the most insane weekend for New York Fashion Week. Today I'm going to be exploring the city a little bit more, and yeah, I can't wait to bring you guys, well, you guys that follow me on Instagram, I'll be bringing you along with me in my story. So if you don't already, please follow me on Instagram. It's at Clarke Beauty. But yeah, I do a whole makeup tutorial from start to finish, a little get ready with me. So if you want to know how I achieved this look using all Maybelline products that you need to know about, then keep on watching. So first of all, I'm going to go in with my favourite foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It's literally my favourite. I was actually in the campaign for this on TV and on the billboards, which was mental last year, and yeah, like literally one of my biggest achievements in my career to date. But I've just put some on the back of my hand. I'm using the shade 120, and I'm just going to bounce this in with my sponge. This foundation is just so flawless and of course affordable, but yeah, it's just really nice and mattifying and blurs out all your imperfections. So foundation on. Now I'm going to use, you can tell that this is my favourite, can't you, because I've literally nearly used it all up. This is the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Concealer, my Ride or Die, and the shade Neutralizer just really like lightens my under eyes, conceals any like blemishes, but just really highlights any points that I need to brighten. You can see how gorgeous and like creamy yellow the colour is, and it just really works for me. So I love this one. I'm going to just put it in the areas that I want to kind of bring a bit more light to and conceal, and then just blend. Beautiful. Now I'm going to use the eraser eye again, but in the shade Tan, just to kind of give me a little bit of a contour. This is so good for concealing and contouring with. Just dot it in the places that I want to create some sculpting. My nose, contour that nose. I always do a little line on my eye to like wing it out. It's almost like eye contouring. It just gives me more of a feline look to my eye, which I like, and lifts it at the outer corners a bit, I guess. Creating those illusions all the time. New York Fashion Week has actually been so much fun so far. I'm excited to explore a bit more today, see Times Square. We're going to try and go to Brooklyn Bridge, get some pictures done. But last night was probably the most insane fashion show I've ever seen. It was Laquan Smith, and it's just so sassy. I loved it. There were so many celebs there as well. Miss J from America's Next Top Model. So many people there actually. Slick Woods, who's of course famous for being the face of Fenty along with Rihanna. But yeah, it was so sick. I loved it. But today we're going to do a little bit more kind of touristy things, explore the city with Maybelline. So now I'm just going to bake my under eyes with some translucent powder, and this is just going to help lock in my base, set it, stop it from creasing, give me a little bit of a brighter under eye as well. I'm not going to go crazy with eyeshadow today. I'm just maybe going to do a wing or something. Just going to go down the sides of my nose with this translucent powder, and again this will just make it look a little bit more contoured and smaller when I dust it away. A bit on my lids to stop the creasing, a bit under my cheekbone to carve out that contour further. I mean, if you couldn't guess already, I'm kind of obsessed with contouring. So after letting that set for about a minute, I've just dusted it off of all the areas that I was baking. And now I'm going to go in with my bronzer from the Maybelline Master Bronze and Contour Palette, and just, you know, build up a little bit more of a contour and bronzy finish. And one of my top tips is to go in the number 3 motion on your face, so you kind of get the jawline, the cheekbone and the forehead. Just sculpt it, sculpt it, sculpt it, darling. So let me know in the comments if you've been to New York or you live in New York. What's your favourite thing about the city? Would you like to visit if you haven't? Because I actually want to come back again this year. I feel like every time I've come, I've not actually seen enough. There's so much to do, and yeah, it's always like a short flying trip for Fashion Week, and it's so fun, but it's such a whirlwind. And you know, I've never even been to Central Park, but I've been to New York a couple of times now, so things like that I need to do. But let me know what your advice would be. I'm starting to look a little bit more alive. Just using a touch of blush. By the way, I'll list all the products that I've used in the description box below for you to grab them all, because I mean, I'm not joking. All of these products are so affordable. Of course, Maybelline is like high quality but affordable, so I feel like these products will definitely suit everyone and be accessible for everyone too. Okay, I'm quite pleased with my base. I'm actually going to go in with the highlighter now. Can't choose what shade. I've got the Sparkling Citrine, which is more of a goldy highlight, in the Face Studio Chrome Extreme, and then we've also got Sandstone Shimmer. That's actually my favourite, the Sandstone Shimmer. I feel like that's a tongue twister. Sandstone Shimmer. That's probably my favourite one. But I'm going to take mostly this one with a dab of citrine to make it a little bit more goldy. I'm just going to concentrate on, wow, oh my goodness. See how that's just suddenly made my skin look glowy and dewy, even though it's a powder highlight. So glowy, I can't even deal. But now I'm just going to pencil in my eyebrows using the Maybelline Micro Pencil, the little precise one. It's so good for natural but defined looking brows. Okay, brows are defined, but now I'm going to use the Tattoo Brow waterproof gel that I was telling you about. Look at the applicator on this, it's so cool. It's like a little brush, and you can use it to build up colour and definition, but also just to lightly brush through as a setting gel to make your brows look thicker, to keep them in place like all day, to add a bit more pigment to them, a bit more texture. Yeah, I love this. I'm using the shade Deep Brown, it's the shade I'm using. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of that Sandstone Shimmer highlight on my inner corners. I'm going to dust a little bit onto the lid and the little brow bone. But I'm just going to do a nice little sassy wing, so nothing too drastic, she says. I'm going to use the Maybelline Hyper Precise All Day liquid liner. I have to say, I do love this. It definitely does not budge. And that's like probably the most important thing to me when it comes to liquid eyeliners. I like the felt tip nib as well, but it definitely is one of my favourites for sure. I'm kind of keeping this wing in the outer corner. Like, I started from the centre of my eyelid and obviously sweeped it out towards the tail end of my brow, and then now that's kind of complete, I'm just going to connect it a little bit with a little line across the upper lash line, and then I always go underneath on the waterline as well, just to create more depth and to make it look a little bit more striking. Okay, so of course I got carried away, but you know me, I love a strong wing. And now I'm just going to use some mascara. This is my favourite, this is my favourite Maybelline mascara, the Lash Sensational. It's truly amazing, makes your lashes look so long. But I'm not going to wear any falsies, I'm just going to wear this mascara today. And after this we just have the lips and we're good to go. So now I'm using the Maybelline Colour Sensational lip liner in the shade Velvet Beige. Literally my favourite shade, because I feel like it's just such a beautiful, like, rose toned dark nude, and it's the perfect shade for overlining your lips with. Now I'm going to use the new Made for All lipstick by Maybelline in the shade Mauve for me. This actually is supposed to suit up to 50 shades of skin tones. It comes in 6 shades and kind of adapts and suits all skin tones apparently, which is super exciting. And here is the finished look. So I've got glowy skin with a dramatic wing and nude lips, and I have to say this is like my go-to look, and it didn't take me very long, so hopefully it's easy for you to follow along to, and the products have just really blessed my skin today. So I need to just get dressed, do my hair, and I'll be back to show you the final look in a second. And here we have the finished look, dressed and hair done, well, wig done. I thought I'd go all out, you know, I'm in New York, I'm about to go to Times Square, it's gonna be colourful, so I thought why not wear a sassy wig, and then I've got my beanie as well to just complete the look. And I hope you enjoyed this, my beauties. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a little comment below. I'll be replying to you all, and until next time, love you lots, bye.